James Bond. It's been a lot of chatter, social...
Have they announced who the next one is yet? But they have not.
I don't believe they have, but I know...
If it's not you, I don't want to see it.
Thanks, Drew.
It makes two of us.
That's the meme for the next 2,000 years. Thank you very much.
It makes two of us. But there's been a ton of chatter out there that the role was offered, not offered, you wanted it, didn't want it, there was a conversation, wasn't a conversation. What can you, if anything, say about James
Let me
Bond?
throw the question out to you guys, all right? If you are of the agreement that you think that I should play it, can you ask yourselves why and really answer why you think I should play it? Tell me why.
That is a great question.
That's the best question. You want to go first?
For me, the great art of art itself is being this beautiful hybrid model that has utter cohesion. Can you be strong and charming and sexy and seem like a friend, be intimidating? How many characteristics can one person embody but be utterly unique at the same time? You are that.
That was extremely articulate because she's a lot smarter than me. I was just gonna say because you're handsome and cool. In English.
But do you think that there's a nostalgia, and be honest, there's a nostalgia to the idea, I shouldn't say nostalgia, there's an allure to the idea of me being the first black man to play that character?
I think
Is there an allure?
Yes.
For me, it's you.
Undoubtedly.
It's also, there's another characteristic that you don't embody, which for me is my number one, I gotta go characteristic, which is smug. I fucking hate smug more than anything in the world, and you don't carry that, and yet you have every confidence and capability in the world, but you're devoid of the one that alienates people I feel the most. I like people who bring people in. I do not want to be pushed away and sit there and think I have to like this. Bring me in. You bring people in. And you're not desperate or pandering whatsoever.
No. Do you want to do it?
It is not a goal for my career.
Got it.
I don't think that, playing Bond will satisfy some of my personal goals. It will definitely satisfy the will of a nation. I'm not gonna lie. Every corner of the world I go, and I'm talking about different cultures, they always go, Bond. And I feel it is beyond me at this junction. It's beyond me, It's not a question of should I, do I, will I. It is what the will of the nation dictates sometimes. I'm not that guy, but in everyone's world, I might be. And that, job done. Because the truth is, a lot of people are really seeing Idris playing Bond as the alternative Bond. And as long as that alternative is existing, that's great for the growth of fucking casting. We open the conversations. And so for that reason, I'd sit here and say, great, talk about me all day long because it opens the blinkers that we all have.
Have you followed this story, and I want to ask you about this, with actors who are black and the whole idea of English black actors taking American roles? I was in a bar, I was at Chiltern, having a drink, and next to me, the actor who's playing Whitney Houston. She's English. And I said, I hope you know, black women in America are gonna be like, English woman you're playing one of the most iconic African-American women ever. And it's a thing. What do you feel about that?
Even the way you framed it up, though, taking American roles, right?
Yeah,
It's crazy that
it's crazy that it's
But
like,
you know what I noticed? You said a black woman in America versus an English woman. Like being English makes you less black.
Exactly, that's the issue. That's the issue.
To me, that defines how unintelligent the whole argument is. No disrespect to anyone that has that feelings, it is what it is, but the fact is we're all black. Like, let's just be, you get a Scottish actor playing an Irish character or an English actor, you don't hear about the debate. But amongst ourselves, we want to point fingers because we come from a conditioning that makes people just make sure, where are you from and are you authentic from where you're from?
How black are you, which is crazy.
How black are you, and it comes down to the caste system. And it's annoying to me, really annoying. My grandfather fought the Second World War for this country, US, comes from Kansas City. I come to this country and someone's saying to me, you ain't American. I'm like, huh? How dare you?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
But the truth is, you know, what am I gonna bring that out as some sort of like argument?
Well, the idea, it's a character. I mean, it's for anybody,
It's
really.
acting.
It's acting.
How
It's
do you
acting.
feel
Cultural
about that?
appropriation, though, is
Yes.
definitely something that we should pay attention
sure.
to. But in the acting profession, one should be allowed to play.
How long do you want to act, or to what
You
age?
thought about
How long do I want to act?
Yeah.
For the rest of my life. I want to act for the rest of my life, but I also feel that there are other parts of my, you know, palette that are going to amplify. You know, whether it's creative, whether it's writing, directing, music, whatever it is. I feel like, you know, those parts of the tentacles in my career or my industry grow, no doubt.
I think also if you build towards other goals, you don't put all your stock in one thing. I think diversifying is really important, and not feeling like at one point I'll age out. What will be also future things that I would love to invest in, study, learn, prepare myself for, so that I have eggs in different baskets. And they may have to all do with the same thing. It may be writing and directing, which seems very, you know, adjacent to an acting, or starting a league, which is adjacent to being a sports athlete. But I think it's so good to plan on bigger picture things rather than holding on so tight to something, because life is so ebbing and flowing and changing. It's not likely.
That's dope.
So what roles do interest you now at this stage in your career? Like, you got your next movie is Beast. Like, why did you take that one? And what roles do interest you now?
Well, we come in from a cycle where the theater was done. You know, cinema is the heart of filmmaking. People go to the cinema to watch it. So we made Beast because we wanted to make a film that invited people to come and experience it on the silver screen. Also, there's a cultural relevance to it, you know. It's a black family being, you know, transported back to Africa and find themselves in the middle of a thriller. And that hasn't been seen before, so that's partly why I did it. But in terms of generally how I choose films now, it's really about what haven't I done?
You want to challenge yourself?
Yeah, I want to breathe life into something that I've never done before.